Hello, comics and pop culture people. It's your friend Brian, aka Big B McFly, and yeah, I'm just hanging out. I got a box of Golden Age stuff from a buddy of mine, Travis from Comics Limited, the other day, and he may be joining us. I don't know. But I gave him an invite. Gave a few people uh, an invite, so we'll see if anybody shows up or what may happen. But yeah, so Travis had come across a collection of books, and there are a few things in there that I was interested in, and we're having an interesting conversation. There's always books that seem to have they show that they're valuable. Hey, Tina, how you doing? Long time no see. Um, there's always books that show that they're valuable, but finding the right person to get those books into their hands is sometimes hard. And so this is kind of one of those situations, I think. If you guys are familiar with Classics Illustrated, it's a really complex series of books to try to figure out what printings you have and very long running series with some amazing artwork and some awesome titles in it. But like last night in the chat for Best Coast Comics, somebody was like, "Did they ever do a Headless Horseman?" He's like, "I go talk to people at shows, and they look at me like I'm from planet Mars or something when I say, do you have a Legend of Sleepy Hollow Classics Illustrated?" I do hear that's a good show. There's Bronze Age nerd, Mr. Christopher himself. Hey, 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 hey. So yeah, so I was going to be just going through these books by myself anyway, and I will show that book. I think it's number 12, so it'll be coming up pretty quick in the stuff that we're going to be looking through. But so of the Golden Age books that I got from Travis, this is the best one. This is Four Color Comics number 878. It is the first new stories that were created just for comics for Peanuts. So that's going to be the best book out of this whole lot. Spoiler alert, but there could be some really cool, amazing books in here in this Classics Illustrated stuff. None of this stuff is bagged and boarded for the most part. And so I figured, while I'm bagging and boarding it, might as well show you guys because I was looking at just a few of the covers and I was blown away by the artwork. So yeah, the Peanuts, I thought that was a really cool one. It's quite valuable, and I was really happy to get it. So yeah. So without further ado, keep talking about the Classics Illustrated. So we got the better part of a run here from one up past 100. So we've got number 2, Classics Illustrated Ivanhoe. And a lot of these, I think a shop stamped 15 cents, but then a lot of them also I've noticed they don't have any price on the cover. It has a blank circle and it will say 15 cents in Canada. So I'm almost wondering if these were sold in Canada originally, because a lot of these have 15 cents on them, or there'll be a sticker on that little circle that says 15 cents. One of them, I was like, oh, the sticker just fell right off. There was and I was like, oh, and then I go, I wonder if that's important. Maybe it should have stayed on the book. But so Classics Illustrated, they reprinted them several times, and on the back of them, they will have issues that you could reorder from the company. And so there's a HRN, first Canadian price rate. There's a thing called HRN, which is highest reorder number. So when you're looking through pricing guides for Classics Illustrated, it'll say, like, for instance, this one is HRN 64. So this is like a 4th printing, I believe, of this. And it's also interesting because I've got my old trusty but it still has information that you can use in it. An old price guide here. So we'll use that for some info. But it looks like there were a lot of them were printed in different places at different times. So it's like I'll talk about like the pricing was price was removed off the cover or added there. There were Sunrise Times printing, Richmond Courier printing. So kind of interesting history to the books. But yeah. So put a little piece of blue tape on here, get this thing folded over. So anyway, talking about like finding the right person to be able to move stuff to. One of the guys that I deal with has a soft spot for Classics Illustrated. So figured Travis figured he was going to have a hard time moving them elsewhere. And I was like, well, I have a guy that is into Classics Illustrated. I think that I could probably find a home for them. So I showed a picture of this one to Bronze earlier. I know he's been big into Count of Monte Cristo lately. So here's Classics Illustrated number 3, The Count of Monte Cristo. And then some of these are in pretty rough shape. This one is really rough, but Classics Illustrated number 4, Last of the Mohicans. I'm trying to slide this in the bag without tearing pieces off of it. But and a lot of these have the name Forrest E. Kelly stamped, not DeForest Kelly, but Forrest E. Kelly stamped. So if you're Forrest E. Kelly, I've got a bunch of your old Classics Illustrated. But yeah, so I invited a few people to come hang out if they have time, or if anybody's watching in the audience and they want to join, let me know. I'll get you a link and hop in and give your 2 cents worth. But there you go. So Last of the Mohicans, Classics Illustrated number 4. Bronze knows Forrest E. Kelly. Are you serious, Bronze? Looks like somebody went to town with a marker on this one. A little bit. Classics Illustrated number we had? Oh, number 5. Moby Dick. So, and that's what I was talking about on the back. They'll have a list of the books that you could order. So this one goes up to, I don't know if you guys can read that or not, but what? Number 70, what is that, 71? So this would be HRN 71, highest reorder number 71. So the artwork on it, like that's just, I mean, some of the artwork on these are really cool. That was pretty cool. Okay, no, not really. Well, I mean, there, you might know somebody with the same name. Yeah, really colorful covers. That's what I mean. They may not be worth a ton, but I just thought some of the artwork on them. When we get to that Headless Horseman one, I think you guys will like that one a lot. It's pretty cool. And I guess they were pretty infamous for being really liberal with their translations of some of the stories. So there were times where people were not real happy with the accuracy of how they translated those stories into comics. And originally they were called Classics Comics, or Classic Comics. We'll find it. We have a few of those coming up, but they changed the name, trying to go a little more literary. So they did Classics Illustrated. So here we got number 6, Tale of Two Cities. I wish that this next one wasn't torn because it looks like it would be a really cool cover. Just only got part of it. Number 7, we've only got part of. That's going to be Robin Hood. So here is number 7. Da-da-da. But well, I guess we can show you some of the inside. The interior artwork was very elaborate, beautiful artwork on the inside. Um, since I'm not too worried about the condition on this. There was some really cool. One of them I was looking through and had an amazing splash page. Like the layouts were pretty cool. And it's all kind. I mean, these things are thick and they're all story. There we go. Here's your splash page. A lot of the splash pages are oriented this way, so sideways. So that was interesting. So we'll get that one in the bag. This next cover is amazing. It reminds me of Charles Vess almost. It is really beautiful artwork. I guess it's by one of the first female comics artists. I remember seeing this book on another channel. Someone was talking about it. And this cover is just really cool. And it's actually in pretty decent shape. That one, wow, that's really in good shape. Such a little dog ear down here in the corner, but so Arabian Nights, number 8. Yeah, I really like that cover. Robin Hood gave too much of his cover to the poor. Thanks, Tina. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, this artist is show a little bit of the inside. Too. Yeah, really colorful insides too. I mean, this one is really, really nice shape. Very sturdy book. And the next one is going to be one of the first one I can show you that has the Classic Comics logo before they switched to being Classics Illustrated. Yeah, that one is much more artistic. I really, really, I mean, that cover is just very beautiful, right? So this next one, this is the first one that I saw that has doubles in the run, which is cool that there's doubles because it's the Headless Horseman issue. So this is one of the classic comics before they changed it to Classics Illustrated. So Rip Van Winkle and the Headless Horseman by Washington Irving. So almost looks like Gandalf down there in the corner, right? But yeah, so that's Classic Comics number 12, which later became Classics Illustrated. And it's interesting. So you got this like this base down here and the smoke and everything down there. He gets later on the later printing, they blew the image up a little bit, and so you don't see that face. So here's the the later printing, the classics illustrated printing, and you just barely see the top of that guy's eyeballs at the corner. He's down here. But that's the classics illustrated issue of that, number 12. And we got number 13, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I hate that. I thought about it. I was like, oh, I talked about that thing having a dog ear. Oh, hey, there's Travis.
Oh, hey there. There's Travis.
There he is.
There he is. He's on your screen.
Hey, Trav.
Hey.
I hate it when I put a book in the bag and the dog ear folds over.
Me too.
Pet peeve.
I hate it when the dog ear folds over.
The dog's ear folds over. So how have you been, Mr. Travis?
Oh, it's been a day.
Was it a busy day today? Did Kim, your wife, go to take off today?
Yeah, she did. She had to go. She's down at her thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So she's off and out, and then yeah, and so I'm doing school with the girls and getting all that stuff together. And
when I called him
this morning, but it was pretty slow.
Thinking about going live, he's like, "I'm getting ice cream for the girls right now."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hold on, yes, Oreo cookie."
Yeah.
On the top, not blended.
No, the guy was like, "Do you want a lid?" And I'm like, "Oh, after you put Oreo on top." And he's like, "Oh yeah." So,
all right.
Keep looking up at myself.
We got the dog ear fixed. It was folded over in white in this corner down here, and it was bugging me.
All right, let's change where we have this camera so that I'm not staring at that. There we go.
Staring at Travis.
Well, I'd rather look at my camera and talk to you than look up at myself above. It's like I have a choice, right? I can't put my camera in the middle of my monitor, right? So I'm either going to look up or I'm going to look down, right? And so the camera's right in the middle, and so I'm not looking up or down now.
You're not looking away from.
I'm looking up. I'm looking up at the screen, which is you right there, and it looks like I'm looking above everything.
Above it all. So you've been doing claim sales now all week, right?
No, just auctions actually.
You're not auction. Yeah, not claim sales. But you're doing whatnot every morning.
But not auctions, right? And yeah, I mean, today wasn't. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was weird. It was definitely odd. I'm not gonna pull any punches on this. I was doing really great prices on brand new book on new books and not getting a single thing. I was like $3 a book and not seeing anybody buy anything. Someone asked me about the art in the background. I'm like, yeah, I sell it for $10 a pop. Yeah.
There's that one.
Looks nice inside the bag.
Yeah. I just realized that the corner was all accordioned up, so I folded it out in the bag. Looks a little better now.
Nice.
So yeah, the colors are nice. Real nice, rich colors on that one.
Yeah. A lot of those had really nice, rich colors. So
now that Arabian Nights book was really solid. I hate that positioning a camera for live stream without blocking the monitor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like you almost have to have a camera that's mounted that you can bring down and put like here. You can have it like here, so it's like angled right when you're looking.
Number 14, Westward Ho.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, so a guy offered for asked if he could make an offer on a couple of the pictures in the background. He asked me what
Uh-huh.
else I had, so I was showing him. I went through all the pieces I had, and he offered me a fair price. So I gave it to him, and then messed up on the auction and sent him a $3 auction rather than the price way he said. So we had to either refund that and do that, which
Hmm.
was not a big deal. It was really easy to do. The tools and whatnot are actually pretty exceptionally good. But then, but after that, I switched over to $5 stuff, and I was doing some variant covers, some virgin variants that I've had for a long time, for about well over a year. Most of them not sitting at are probably lower cost virgin variants, not something that's like
And
limited.
this is where things took off, right? You're saying like you were doing really good low prices, and then all of a sudden you kind of upped the prices and things took off.
Yeah, basically I raised everything to $5 as $5 starts, and I ended up selling 8 books on top of the $15 I got for the two pieces. So
That's crazy.
yeah, so I mean it was okay. I mean, I'd like to have seen more sell, but I got to a point where I was doing these, and I was sort of, and I was like, hey, and then I put up a Hulk, and I was like, oh, I have some more of this Hulk, and I threw that, went and grabbed it, and came back and started showing the Hulk, and I went from having 10 people in the room to me. It was
Yeah.
like Hulk just killed the room. I was like, wow.
Damn it, Hulk.
It's like it was like a Hulk in a China store.
Too heavy to mount on top of the monitor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not using a really expensive camera, so just a Logitech 900 or something like that.
You should show your Spider Gwen off.
I should show my Spider Gwen off.
Yeah, the artwork that you're doing is beautiful.
The Spider Gwen. Okay, let's see if we can not get glare. There we go. Oh.
Let me make you big.
Okay.
Let me double click yourself. No, not
Wait.
banned from
I gotta make
studio.
myself look big. That big?
Why is it not?
I don't know.
I'm clicking on you. There's remove. Why is it not giving
Isn't
me
it like the little symbols down at the bottom of the thing?
the little symbols at the bottom of the thing?
In the window where you have to select like between the 2-person and the 1-person, and then you switch to me, and,
Oh, there you go.
and then
Solo layout.
and then you switch to me to be solo. Oh, hey, there I am. I'm solo now.
There you go.
We just kicked Big B off. He's
No,
not
I'm still here.
So, not to get glare. Oh, there's lots of glare. There we go. Well, no. Oh, right there. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. So, yeah, this is the Ghost Spider, Spider Gwen Ghost Spider I'm working on for a community member who picked this up during Heroes for Heroes, actually. And just taken me a while to get to this one and get it to this point. I have to admit, I was a little nervous about doing a Todd McFarlane homage, like I shouldn't be. I mean, I knew I probably could do it, but this turned out way better than I thought. As I was working on it with Brian the other night, it just kept popping and things kept working, and I mean that the Spider Gwen just really,
Yeah, I love it. That's really good.
really well. So, and then I kind of homaged even the cityscape that he had. So I'm gonna do some trade dress pieces here. That I'm gonna homage the Spider-Man with Spider-Gwen, and then I'm gonna put her face in this. Actually, I think if I remember correctly, it's Venom down here. No, it's not. On the no, there isn't one on the direct edition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just put her face down here without the mask on. So,
Gotcha.
and I don't think I'm going to do a back cover for this one. So, but yeah,
Cool.
that's the and I just put a video up of the one I finished for Richard and he got on Monday, or Tuesday. So yeah, I mean
So we can do it that way. There we go. That way you can.
That way it's bigger.
Bigger. So we got number 17. This one had a really bad spine roll. So I stuck a backer board in the middle of it and rammed it into Mylar. I mean, it was so bad that it was like a S-shaped spine.
Yeah.
Roll. So, yeah. So, number 17, the Deer Slayer. And then number 18, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
What's that one about?
I don't know.
Kidding.
Ron says it's Spidey in the barcode box.
Is it? Because I oh, you know what? The one I have, because it's a facsimile, doesn't have the box in it. So
Huckleberry Finn, number 19. What else you got to show, Trav? You should show some of the Golden Age books. You should show some of those Golden Age books you have under the table, or.
Yeah, I could.
I know what's in that room.
You know what's in this room. That might not be as easy because I've got them kind of unsituated here.
Yep, there we go. There's the.
Yeah.
To Huck Finn, so number 19.
I mean, I could show some new stuff that I got.
Sure. Here we go. There's another one of those classic comics. This is Cheech and Chong, right? The Corsican Brothers.
The Corsican Brothers. Yeah, that's how I looked at Cheech and Chong. Is that they were the Corsican Brothers.
I know it's in the room. It's bodies. That's right. It's bodies stacked up under the table.
Yes. Well, you know.
That's how he gets these Golden Age collections. He invites them over. And then they get to live in a short box after they.
Ooh. Hey. So I got the Psylocke.
It's cool looking. Did you ever reach out to them about the flub up?
Oh yeah, I still have to do that. I forgot to do that this morning. And then there's this really cool Web of Spider-Verse New Blood. It's a Nicoletta Beldari cover. It's a lot like the one that she did for Edge of Spider-Verse #1. So
That's beautiful.
And it's a Web of Spider-Verse #1.
That
and there was this cool. Really cool Akira homage gold foil touch label for Absolute Batman #1.
Bronze is asking if that Psylocke is Warren Liu.
Is that? Yeah, it's Warren Lau.
Liu.
Yeah, Warren Lau. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was supposed to get the variant cover I was supposed to get of that. It was the other variant cover is supposed to be the full body shot, and that's the Virgin variant.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're right. Don't let me forget. I need to not forget to do that. I have the paperwork right there. And so that Absolute Batman's pretty cool. And then this Absolute Flash, which was which I can't remember who it was, but it was a limited, like 1 in 1,000 or something like that.
We got
So
Sherlock Holmes, Murders in the Rue Morgue, and The Flayed Hand. This one's in pretty good shape too. It's got a little dog ear again, but pretty nice shape on that one. Number 21. With an HR, and this was actually an earlier printing too.
oh man, I am a bit tired though.
You don't have to be here the whole time.
I know. I just wanted to, you asked how the day was going, and it just it was a bit of a long day. So
Bronze is asking if you have any Warren Lou for trade
uh,
or for sale. For sale, not for trade. Sorry. Sale,
well,
trade.
I mean, let me make sure I get this other book in, and then yeah, that would be for sale trade. So
Cool.
yeah, just reach out to me, and I'll
Trading for that filthy green stuff.
yeah, filthy green stuff. That's weird. I have still have to reach out to them and find out why that didn't come through.
Yeah,
That's
you were supposed
weird.
to get like 3 different versions of that book, right? You only got one.
I was supposed to get 2 versions of the book. I was supposed to get
Okay.
the trade dress, which is the upper body, and then there's the full, and then a full body virgin variant was supposed to come with that too. So I don't know why. You know, now that you're making now I'm thinking about it, Brian, I'm gonna have to go look. And make sure I'm right on that, because would feel dumb if I didn't. East side.
Number 22, Pathfinder. That one's pretty rough. That one's got some weird feeling to the paper. It's probably where that strange smell emanated from. Yeah, it was a set, and they only sent him the trade dress version.
Yeah. That's weird.
I thought there was 3 versions of it. I thought there was a trade, there was the virgin, and then there was one where it was like more of the body too, right? Wasn't there?
No, it's just the trade and the virgin. I mean, the trade was just the upper body, and then the virgin is the full body.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to pull it up right here now on their website.
So there's that one.
They might have had a 3rd version where it was a foil. That's often what they do.
Maybe that's what I saw.
But it's not. I don't think it's this one.
We got number 23. Please, can I have? No, wait, that's not it. Oliver Twist. That is it, isn't it? Is that where? Please, sir, can I have some more? Is that from Oliver Twist?
Yes, that is Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have some more? Oh no. Okay, now I see what it is. Now, it looks like I'm looking at my pricing here, and it looks like I only paid for the. It looks like they only charged me for the trade dress.
Braun says he has a lot of Warren's older stuff, but he missed some of the more recent things.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that one for 20. I would just take what I got for it. I wouldn't charge any more.
That was just 20 just for the trade.
Well, yeah, it's limited to now it just, how is it that it disappeared when I was just looking at it? Come on.
Here we go. Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. He's riding in there with 6 guns blazing. I love it. This must be a more recent. Oh, maybe it was
Oh.
trimmed. This one looks like it was definitely trimmed.
Which one?
This one,
Oh, yeah.
because look at the inside of the artwork on the inside is
It's
all
all trimmed too.
right to the panel. The artwork is awesome. But yeah, oh wow, yeah. So, all right, well, it is what it is.
No, it's limited to 3,000 copies, and it was a $20 variant.
It was trimmed, and it was trimmed diagonally. That's pretty funny.
Was trimmed diagonally. Is it? And it's really cleanly trimmed, like it, like say
Yeah.
someone took a paper cutter to it or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but it's not straight. It's like it's a wedge shaped book.
Nice.
Got any other books to show, sir?
Uh,
Give people a preview of your stuff for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't have any of that set up. You're asking me to do something that I don't know that I can do. Yeah.
You just found an issue that was trimmed like this, Bronze? It was cut like that? That's number 24. "2 years before the mast," number 25.
Let me see. Anything in here?
If only you had some comics in that room.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's. Well, I can show some stuff I got from this guy named Bigby.
Do that.
Yeah, this was going to be a video, but
you can still make a video. Not everyone's going to watch it on my channel that would watch it on your channel.
This is true. Well, you know what's funny is I could probably I can just steal the link and I'll just make it a short from what we do here.
I don't know. I've seen some people that have gotten they had their own channels. They had 2 channels that were both belonged to them, and they posted some content from one channel that they owned to another, and they got suspended. They got their account suspended for
Really?
Yeah. I think they call it like piracy or something like that. But
well, that's crazy.
Piracy
Piracy on your it's your own face, your own content, but
right. But it's the same content on 2 different channels.
I see. Well, it would be a short, so it wouldn't be the same thing, right?
Right.
All right, so let me kick up the old
Kick out the jams.
Get the stuff up there. So the other day, Bronze and Bigby had a claim sale, and I got some stuff. And within that stuff, when Bigby came over, he brought some extra stuff that we did a little trading on. So where we traded for my skills as a shipper. So
I do a lot of that trading for Travis, the shipping skills.
Here is Captain America Annual number 11, the Citizen Kang Part 1. These are going to go backwards, just kind of
back in time.
I'm going to go backwards in time. Yeah. So it's already back in time because we're 1996 now. And Captain America. Oh, well, no, I guess not quite backwards in time. 2 Captain Americas from 1996, 447 and 448.
Hey,
And
Ben.
then a 394. And then
Travis is secretly building a Captain America run. Not a secret anymore.
Not a secret anymore. 387, 378, a 376.
Wow. This guy has an unfortunate name. His
Which
name
one?
is Michael Strokoff.
That is very unfortunate. 373, a great
Michael
Ron
Strokoff by Jules Verne.
I'll pull those up. 372, another really great Ron Lim cover.
That's when Cap was addicted to the substance.
Yeah, Streets of Poison. 370. I don't know if I got this one from you guys, but it doesn't really matter. It's in the pile, so it's going to be on the show. A signed copy signed by Michael Zeck of 287.
I hope I didn't give that to you. I didn't know it was in
I
there.
don't think you did. I think I got that somewhere else. It doesn't come with a COA or anything like that, but that's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome, though.
Issue 216.
There's a flame ball going by his Star
All
Spangled undies.
And 208, some Kirby goodness.
Right. I think that's first Baron
Strucker.
Zemo.
No, Zemo. Yeah, you're right. I think so.
Or not Zemo. The guy that has his face on his chest. Zola. Yeah, Arnim Zola.
A 205, which I was replacing my 205 that I had graded that I sold.
That one somebody colored in Captain America's A.
Yeah. And his ears, and his eye,
mm-hmm.
and his star. Then I can't remember if I got this from you or Bronze, but this is Snake G.I. Joe 144. The Star of Snake Bronze. And then this I got from Bronze. I purchased from Bronze previously, where I had said I want that, and then we never got back around to it until then. Wolverine number 27, the Jim Lee cover.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean cover.
That's the stuff. Those are the things. That's the ticket.
That's some of the things that were.
Yeah.
And that's the way it was.
Can you believe this Minecraft movie is doing so well? I mean, I heard everybody thought, what a dorky idea to do a Minecraft movie, and apparently it was the largest grossing movie last weekend. And it was like not a little grossing; it was like over 300,000 for
right, like
weekend, which is
so yeah, a third of $1 billion.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm going to go because I got to be up early for the Whatnot show tomorrow morning. So I'm having a Whatnot show tomorrow morning. So if you're on Whatnot, 7:30 Pacific time, I'll be on Whatnot. So come and check us out. Check me out. And I got some shorts up for YouTube too. So please check those out. Subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you don't want to subscribe, you just want to like and comment, that's cool too. Or
Ron says those last two that you showed were bangers.
Yes, because they came from Bronze.
Hey, keep up.
All right, man. Let me get my face off the camera and say goodbye.
Bye, Trav.
See you later, Brian. Glad I could join you. Have fun with the books.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer we're gonna go. I'm just digging through, showing some of his covers. So
Well, you have a great night, and see you on the flip side.
All right. Everybody says good night, Trav.
Good night, Trav.
Good night, Trav. Good night, Trav. All right. So the green arrow's cousin, the black arrow. Number 31. Seems really quiet now that Travis is gone, but not that I'm saying anything. that was so Bronze just sent me a picture of a book that was trimmed that same way that uh, Golden Age book was trimmed, and that was like a Thor book from the 80s. And what color should we make the black arrow? Red. Yes, the black arrow should be red. Definitely not black. This is a cool looking cover. Very colorful. Actually, really nice shaped book, actually. Lorna Doone. Yeah, it looked like the book that other book looked like somebody took a paper cutter to it, but it could have just been, they got to the end of the roll. Well, that doesn't seem right. Maybe they trimmed them at the factory back in the day. I don't know. They did, right? Because that's why you get Marvel chipping, because the blades weren't sharp. I don't know. Anyway, here's Lorna Doone, number Plastic Sister 32. This one's in rough shape. I guess like these books all belong to a family, so it must have been like the ones that people really like to read. Some of them are just trashed. Like The Mysterious Island by Jules Verne is hardly hanging on. Is that the first appearance of Lorna Doone? It's the first appearance of the cookies? Yes. If anybody else wants to hop on and show anything off or talk about anything coming up on their channel, feel free to let me know. I'll send you a link. Just going through and start some Golden Age books while I'm throwing bags on them because it's a giant bin of things with no bags. So this is one of the ones like I was talking about. So it's printed with no price. There's a red circle and it says 15 cents in Canada. Well, okay. Bet there's some bikini. There better be. The Pioneers by James Fenimore Cooper. I just realized that I didn't watch Daredevil yet. What am I doing? Got it in the live stream. Going to go watch Daredevil. No, just kidding. There we go. In the bag. Oh, someone really enjoyed reading this one. Almost looks like an EC artist. Classics Illustrator number 39, Jane Eyre. It is bent and beat all to heck. Bronze forgot. I'm doing my live stream, all kinds of help. I'm like, oh, hey, everybody, why don't you stop watching and go watch Daredevil? Oh, there we go. Number 40, Mysteries by Edgar Allan Poe. Pit and the Pendulum, Adventures of Hans Fall, and the Fall of the House of Usher. There we go. White Lotus. Scandalous. Yeah, so this is another one of those ones where they printed the circle up there, and then that's a stamped on 15 cent. It's really weird. 15 cents in Canada, or in Canada and or foreign. Okay. All righty. Oh, this one. Whoo, that's the worst one so far. I think that's just part of the cover. There we go. Don Quixote. Just a couple pages in the cover. Do I need issue 97? It's the only issue you have from the I can tell you really quickly. 90, 92, 94, 90. I have 97. That would be King Solomon's Mines. Wow, that one is just a piece. This is number 11. Okay. I don't even know how that got over. It's way out of order. You're out of order. All right. Number 41. 20 Years After by Alexander Dumas. You might have a different cover than I have, though, Bronze, because they do different different art for different printings. No, it's all accordioned up in the corner there. King Solomon's Mines. Yeah, I'll see if which artwork your cover is. Oh, excuse me. What was it? Bron said last night. First young, take your first shot. Swiss Family Robinson. That's pretty funny. Then today, I just felt like super drained of energy today at work too. It's like I don't know what's going on. Everyone that I was talking to too, they were like, "I got lots of sleep," and I just could not, yeah, get going. Something in the air, draining the energy. Well, here we go. Robert Louis Stevenson, kidnapped, number 46. And we're getting some titles that next one is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. For all of you shark cover collectors, there's a shark on the cover. I think it's the weather, huh? Yeah, I tell you what, I was working the whole day. I was working, and I was outside most of the day working, running the truck from the controls from the outside for the concrete, and it was dumping rain. You know, soaked all the way down to my underwear, And as soon as I got off work, the sun came out, and everyone's saying, "What a wonderful, nice day today." Here we go. Here's the shark cover, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. There it is in the bag now. Looking much better. David Copperfield. It did look like it had a laser beam on its head. It's got a red eye, and the guy's hand is on top of the shark. That's a really big shark. And the next one coming up, we got Alice in Wonderland. That's kind of cool. Not the Disney one. Good night, sir. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you popping in. There's the Alice in Wonderland. You made it to number 49. I'll show you number 50. There you go. You can get to 50. Tom Sawyer. They look like they're about ready to kiss or something. Centerfold is definitely detached on this one because it's just hanging out there. Cool artwork on the inside. Good night, man. Thanks for being here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep going. I'm running out of bags and boards, so we might have to call it because I'm going to have to go make more bags and boards to bag more comics. So, but yeah, big chunk of Golden Age books. Thank you guys for sitting here and watching me bag and tape all these books before I go try to trade them away. But because they just came raw in a big plastic tub. So here's that Tom Sawyer cover. Weird looking artwork. Gilda Bubano, the artist. The Spy by James Fenimore Cooper, issue 51. This is another one of those ones where they printed the circle and there's a sticker on there for 15 cents. It's kind of weird. House of the Seven Gables by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Number 53, we got A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens. This looks like Dr. Doomish here. We got The Man in the Iron Mask by Alexander Dumas. Silas Marner by George Eliot. Just hanging on by a prayer. Ooh. The Prairie by James Fenimore Cooper. We got Black Beauty coming up. Some of the art on these is really great. I wish I was able to tell you guys who all the artists are on the cover, but Black Beauty. There's that one. And Without a Country. Treasure Island coming up. Treasure Island. Biography of Benjamin Franklin, which is in really rough shape. It is, however, a first printing because it is the most recent number on the list of the back of the book. Trying to get this thing in here without destroying the book from all the rips and tears in it. Is it even worth putting in a bag? This keeps it together, I guess. That was a little tedious. It looks a little better in the bag. It's like some of these titles I recognize, and then others I'm just like, what did they pull that from? The Cloister and the Hearth. Okay. Also a first printing. So there's that one. Pretty cool. The artwork is really nice on a lot of these. The Scottish Chiefs. So yeah, I'll let you guys know in another video what we're able to obtain from the fella who's into the Classics Illustrated stuff. But here we go. Scottish Chiefs, number 67. And number 68. Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. There we go. The Pilot by James Fenimore Cooper. Oh, next one is not the Batman Who Laughs, but The Man Who Laughs by Victor Hugo. So there's that one in a bag. The Man Who Laughs. There we go. And The Man Who Laughs. Then for those of you who played video games in the good old days, when we're playing this in the computer lab, uh, under the guise of learning about history. Oregon Trail. Yeah. Alexander Dumas, The Black Tulip. I hate dog ears on books, but I've also done where I unfold the dog ear and it's been folded back so long it just falls off the book. That's always a terrible feeling. My feeling is once a book goes into my possession, it's my duty to keep it in good shape. If it gets in worse shape while in my possession, I have failed in my duties. The Midshipman Easy, number 74. Like I said, some of these books that they're using, I recognize, and a lot of them, I'm like, huh? The Lady of the Lake. Sure how far we're going to make it here into this pile. But go, Lady of the Lake. Prisoner of Zenda, number 76. Homer's Iliad, number 77. Dog is a pretty cool artwork, though. Joan of Arc. I forget the name of that song stuck in my head all of a sudden. The synth pop band from the 80s. If Joan of Arc had a heart. Get that dog ear down. Sarah, no one did birds yet. The Odyssey by Homer. The Master of Ballantrae by Robert Louis Stevenson. Oh, I got one more bag. Yeah, we're going to end on a title that I recognize, though. There's that one. The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. So there we go. See if there's anything really cool coming up that I can show you guys. It's kind of a neat cover. Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a cool cover. Men of Iron. Call of the Wild. There's so many books that I do not recognize. Mutiny on the Bounty. That's actually number 100. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out and watching with me. Really appreciate it. If you guys haven't watched it already, yesterday's Best Coast Comics was awesome. So jump in there and check that out. And remember, share your love of comics with everyone you meet. You never know where it may lead you. So, and a big shout out and thanks to Travis Comics Limited for hooking me up with this collection, and Bronze Age Nerd, my co-host on West Coast Comics, because he's awesome. So sub both of those guys up. So anyway, thank you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next video. I will also do an update video, let you guys know what we were able to obtain and trade for this stuff. So catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks. Bye.